Hey guys, it's Skybird, and today I am coming at you with a bit of unfortunate news for me. um, due to some recent unforeseen financial circumstances, I need to try and bring some money in. In order to do this, I am thinking that I am going to have to unfortunately sell the most valuable Bionicle item that I currently own, which is the Prototype Axalara set. It's not something that I wanted to do, um, but I'm trying to gauge this from a a reasonable perspective, right? Because this is not just about me, raising money to pay bills and stuff like that. But I thought to myself, I don't want to be in a situation where I'm not in control of our financial situation. If you guys know, I am a full time at home caretaker, which means that I take home care of my mom. She had a stroke back in 2022. This is not for like sympathy reasons, but I want to be transparent. And so because of that, our structure for getting paid is through Medicaid, right? She is a senior. However, in the state that I live in, being a senior, you no longer qualify for Medicaid. I don't know if that's true for the rest of the US. It's a really silly system. Um, but in order for us to get paid for at home care, you have to be on Medicaid. So weird that you wouldn't qualify. You'd age out of the program, but also that the thing that we were doing is strictly for taking care of like elderly and disabled people, and is meant for people who have Medicaid. Anyway, it's a silly system. Like I said, I'm getting into the weeds here. Anyway, there are processes, and we are going through those to try and bring some money back in to essentially like expand her Medicaid stuff. It's not a big deal. But until that comes through, because trying to work with the government and through the government for this kind of stuff is notoriously slow, I've thought that there are other items I could sell to raise funds, right? In order to, you know, try and bring in some money for bills, for rent, etc. But I thought with an item like this should give me a little bit of overhead as well, a little bit of extra funds on top. And what I think I'm going to do with that is actually reinvest that, try to essentially start a sort of small business from home, so that we have money that's not reliant on a government program or insurance or anything like that, right? Not to mention that those are not like high paying jobs by any means. So my thought right now is that I want to try. I'm not going to get into too many details just yet because there are a lot of things that still need to kind of fall into place. But I still want to make the video on this, like the more high quality video. So I want to try and get that done as soon as possible so I can do a direct comparison of this with the retail set, which I have sitting on a shelf in another room. Um, I am missing a couple of the spike pieces from the retail set, but there's really just nothing I can do about that. I don't have the time to have those parts shipped and have those ready for the video, but everything else is complete. So that'll suit me well. That said, like I said, it's definitely not something I wanted to do because I'm very fond of this thing. I got very lucky to get it, to experience it. Um, and so if it can go to someone else finding a new home, a new collection somewhere, I know that there are a lot of people that have already expressed interest in this. A lot of people have sent me messages and stuff about it. So, um, you know, it's definitely interesting to own a piece of Bionicle history. It's not the first prototype that I've owned, but it's the first full prototype set that I've owned, and to be a flagship, to be an iconic set from that year, and yeah. Anyway, like I said, I'll try and go over this in hopefully a video upcoming. So, but anyway, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Just know that this, if you want any information on this, I mean, I will link to several pieces of information that I was able to find when I was researching this set before I had, went on my way to buy it. Um, but just know that this is from the 2008 February New York International Toy Fair. Is where this made its appearance. I ended up finding a couple of users that had actually posted on, I think, like Flickr or something, um, like actual picture this when they were doing press coverage of the event way back in 2008. And yeah, so to see it there is I don't know, it's heartwarming, I guess, is the only thing I could say. I wish that there was a box, I wish that there was something to go with it, but it's a fantastic little piece of history. Um so not something that I want to do if you can't tell already. But I'm trying to make smart financial decisions. And I think this is the best opportunity that I have in order to start this little small business thing. It is a risk, of course, like everything is. But at the very least, this should cover that and cover, like I said, bills and stuff. So, uh, you know, just rolling with the punches. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. If you guys did enjoy the video, always leave a like, subscribe, tell your friends, if you want. I will be posting more information about this when I have a date set up on Instagram or Discord, or probably both. I'll cross post to as many places as possible. Um, and yeah, so that you guys are aware of when it hits the market, I guess. Yeah, so other than that, like I said, like, subscribe, tell me what you guys think in the comment, give me suggestions. What would you do in this, I was gonna say in this situation, but we've all been in situations. Everybody has their story. And other than that, my links will be in the description, so Discord and Instagram down there, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.